Okay, there we go. Recording.
You want me to start it?
Yeah, you go.
Okay, so very, very quickly, obviously we're at the end of the month. We have 2 days left. Make sure you want to, make sure your T's are slashed and dots, whatever, right? Make sure that you yourself are commission qualified, your teammates are commission qualified. There's a lot of declines. The declines, just fixing those alone could easily pop your rank back up. So don't second guess anything, just message, right? Perk points, I feel like a lot of people forget about perk points. Even if it's like $10, it's still $10. Like say, hey, you can get these fat fighters, for $15 versus the normal $25. Let's get it ordered for you, So I strongly encourage, double check with the commission qualified for you yourself and your team, the declines, perk points. And if you're really close to a rank, please don't just throw the towel out the window. Like, there's still time. A lot can happen in 2 days. If you're close to a rank, get people on a phone. Like, that people will answer their phone, okay? They have no clue why you're calling, and just be straight up. Like, look, I'm right next to this huge promotion for my family. It would mean the world to me. Can I count on you? Like something like that. And they're probably going to order. So, and then it's a last call for bonuses. I mean, we never know if they're going to extend something, but as of right now, you want to be following up with all PDTs like crazy, because these people that sign up this month, they get those 4 months of these crazy huge bonuses. So I don't know if you guys saw the video from Mike Patillo today. It was really short. It's 5 minutes. And he literally showed on a whiteboard the people that signed up in June and those that are signing up in July, how much money is on the table. It's $100,000 on the table right now. And they have until October and November to earn it. So they can go diamond, double diamond, triple diamond, presidential diamond, whatever. So it's a lot of money. And so I would literally use the rest of tonight just to hurry up and get your messages out to your PDTs. Like, hey, timing has always been a little off. I know that this would mean a lot for your family. They don't ever do this, like ever. And you have 4 huge months to do this, and I will walk you through it. What do you say? Can we get you signed up tonight? So that's kind of the it thing for end of month stuff. We're actually going to start talking about August. We're being a little bit more proactive. I feel like typically at the start of the month, we have like a Zoom or something on the 1st, and then the 2nd, we kind of get our charts out, dust them off. And then it's like, oh, okay, kind of start working, have conversations. And then you really don't get into the swing of things until like the 4th or 5th, right? We're trying to prevent that. There's some huge things that we're going to be talking about on this call. Have your notes out, ready to go. Tanis, I sent you 2 pictures, just so you know. Do you want to just keep going, or do you want to talk?
Yeah, you know what? What did you send me? 1 second. I already knew what I was going to talk about.
I didn't give you the second one earlier.
Okay. Yeah, you know what? Miranda and I were just chatting earlier, and you know what? I feel like July went by really quickly. I know summer months, sometimes I'm going to tell you right now, people sometimes just, I don't want to say get lazy, but I do want to say that because, I don't know, I promoted to Triple Diamond in June, and you know what? If you have a team or, you're getting back going, I just want you guys to know that, like, however you're finishing July, I don't know what day it is, it's July. Things can change really quickly in your business. They really can, if you have people on your team that maybe stopped working, or you have people that are getting going again, just know that things can change really quickly in your business. I've been through ups, I've been through downs. But the biggest thing, you guys, is having a plan. We were talking about, first of all, being in the groups and the chats, right? It's our responsibility as business owners. I know there can be a lot going on, and honestly, my husband turned off my notifications because I was having all these notifications, like boom, boom, boom. I'm in so many groups and chats and all these different things, right? And I'm also spending a lot of time following up with new people because the past few weeks, just getting ready to have the baby and everything, I wasn't doing that. And another thing that Miranda shared today in our collab chat was that Amber Parker, who I actually chatted with today, we were talking about just being consistent, you guys. I know for me, I am always consistent. people are watching you. If you are not talking about the business, if you are not following up with people, you're probably not signing up distributors. You're probably not, you know, and that's okay. You can change that quickly, right? But, you know, lead from the front. You know, if you have team and you're like, oh, that person's not working, well, it matters what we're doing first, right? Don't worry what Sally or Jenny are doing. We need to make sure that we're doing that. So make sure that you're in the groups and the chats. Print out your chart, okay? So whether that's you're maintaining diamond or your goal is double or triple diamond, you guys, I have seen people like fully transform their business, or, you know, it's just making that decision, that and that commitment. You know, if I'm your main upline, or if you have another diamond upline, or you want to go to whoever you feel most comfortable with, go to that person. We are here to help you, but remember, this is our business. Our goal is to sign up our distributors, our customers. And I know Miranda has like if you're in the Telegram chats, there's lots of exciting stuff going on in there too. I know everybody kind of works their business differently, but honestly, following up with people, messaging people, talking to people, whether you're doing that a few times a day, once a day, the power hours are so great, you guys. You know, we were talking a lot about following up with distributors. There's a lot of people, you guys, especially going into August and September, people are going back to school, people are finishing summer, people want to make money. That's huge, right, Miranda? Like, I know we were talking about this, like June, July can be kind of weird. Like, there are seasons in our business, like, I'm not going to lie, right? But that being said, if you have a goal to promote to diamond, or, you know, the Zoom actually on Thursday is going to be really, really great. The girl who's planning it, I actually didn't even know who she was. I think she's a triple or presidential, and she asked me to be on it. You guys, honestly, anyone can get to diamond in 3-4 months. It's just, I'll tell you right now, I did it and I had no idea really what I was doing. I was just excited, I was consistent, and I was signing up people. So you can change your business really quick. So Miranda, do you want to go off from that? I know we have a list of things we're going to talk about.
Yes, definitely the consistency thing. I feel like it's like one of those things, people kind of hear it, but they're not hearing it. I signed up a brand new distributor. She wasn't even my Facebook friend, you guys, but because I'm consistent, she was watching me from afar. Literally we hadn't talked. She signed up that day, you know, and it was all because I was consistent. Like I've never stopped having fun. And if you're not having fun right now, something's wrong, and it's time to kind of reevaluate, you know? But yes, August, I'm ready to run. Like I'm so pumped, like pumped. Tanis and I, like, we were like texting back and forth all day the last couple of days. Like it's going to be spicy. I hope you guys are ready for it. And definitely people are looking for jobs right now. I don't know about you guys, but my Facebook is flooded with people. Hey, who's hiring? Who needs childcare? Who needs pet care? Blah, blah, blah. Like, it's everywhere. Like today alone, I saw 5 of them. So people are needing jobs so bad, but the fact that we haven't even talked to them. So, I mean, they're right in front of your noses. Anyway, so as far as with August, definitely print out your chart. If you don't have a chart out, you have no guide map. Where are you going to go? Right? How do you know how many customers and distributors sign up if you don't even have a chart out? You have to have a chart out. That's a must. I would get it done today. If you have to handwrite it. Been there, done that. We don't all have printers, you know. I didn't know my first printer until like 2.5 years in. So get a chart out. Don't feel like maybe if you're just starting that diamond is out of your reach. You figure out what you need for your family. Get it out. Have a game plan set, right? Don't put that limit on yourself though. What I personally do is I like to have my chart out, and on the side, I write down how many distributors I need for the month, and I have a rough amount of volume that I need, and then I divide both those numbers by 25. So that way I have a rough estimate for a daily goal, so I can keep on track. So if you need 2,500 BV, it's 100 BV a day, and that's with your whole team. And I do 25 days versus the days out of the month. You never want to do it to the end of the month, because then you give yourself no leeway at all. So that's something that I do every single month, no matter what. I also have conversations with the distributors that I have underneath of me. You know, I feel like everyone's kind of in the same spot. They took most of the summer off, and they're hurting right now. Everybody's hurting. They need that money, okay? So it might surprise you. You might think some people underneath you were like, peace out. they might need this now and their timing might be better. So have a conversation with every single distributor and make a note, who's in, who's out, make a note. Whoever says that they're out, get them to host a post for you. They're still like something, right? I would just use it for a host a post. Somebody said this with my team the other day, that they feel like their host a posts are dead. Mine aren't, but I'm doing only distributors right now. And it's a really simple host a post, and I have them reach out to me, so you don't ever have to worry about Facebook jail. But people need jobs right now, so I strongly encourage maybe my dogs, maybe encourage you to focus on host a post dedicated to getting distributors. And it'll probably go a little differently for you, and they can do their stories too. You want me to just keep going down the list, Missy Mom?
No, I like that you're saying that, because honestly, I wasn't on the attraction marketing just because I said I had some family over. But you know what? I love that you guys people work this business so differently, right? Whether you're focusing on attraction marketing, messaging, honestly, you have to follow up and talk to people regardless. I know, Miranda, you do a lot of messaging, but you guys, if you're just posting and you're not talking to people, you're probably not going to sign people up. Like, I know for me, I'm always adding to my network. I'm always talking to new people. Do I send off 1 million messages a day? No. But I do follow up with people. I do message people. I do connect with people, and I'm very consistent every single day. So, Miranda, I know you teach that too. What I like about this business is you can get to presidential, ambassador, diamond, whatever your goal is, by finding out what works for you. But if what you're doing isn't working, the biggest thing is you guys change it, okay? So I like that you said that, Miranda, because I know we were talking about, messaging people, host a post, and I definitely do that too. But you guys, you have to share your story every single day. You have to share your why. You have to grow your network. I feel like some of you guys are scared, not scared, but a lot of you guys have your posts on private. And I know sometimes, because I can just tell, just people on my team, like, I don't know if you're scared about what people think, or, you don't want certain people to read your messages. But when you're doing that, you have to believe in this so bad that, it doesn't matter. Like, you don't have to worry about, I'm just going to mute, sorry. You have to need this and believe in this and want this, and like so bad that nothing is going to get in your way. Okay. So if you've been sitting at a rank and every month you're like, oh, I'm going emerald, I'm going diamond, I'm going ruby. Well, make it happen. Okay. So I know, Miranda and I were talking a little bit about, another thing, print off your Facebook friends list. I do this, often. I'm always deleting people, adding new people. Like I said before we were kind of starting, I've been focusing a lot on following up with people, because the past few weeks, just, having the baby and everything, I wasn't doing that. And when I don't do that, my business suffers, because I have to follow up with people and talk to people to sign up distributors and customers. Sometimes, sometimes I find people will come to me, but I'm always sharing, whether you're doing Facebook, Instagram, your stories. I love the polls, right? You guys, that's so great. Inviting people to the parties, like, take the time and do that. We have those parties for you, and they work, but you have to invite people and you have to be involved, right? So a little bit, what else? Tell your upline your goal. This is one that, we want it for you, but you have to want it, more for you, right? So I know a lot of you guys, whether, you're just getting back on your feet about maintaining, or maybe you had a few months where people, I don't know, went MIA, because people get lazy sometimes in the summer, I'm not going to lie. Yeah, public. Joylene, so you want to have your, I don't know, I have everything on public. I never worry about who sees my posts. Like, I'm an open book. I'm always adding people. If you are working your business on Facebook or Instagram, you need to be growing your network. You can't have like 50 friends, right? You need to be growing it. So it's so, so important. If you have people that you're worried about seeing your posts, then that's holding you back. That's putting a blockage on what your goals are. And I feel like,
and Tanis, I would not have signed that girl had I been private.
Yeah.
She wasn't my Facebook friend.
People are definitely watching, right? Like, And I'm the same way. I started chatting with a girl today from California on Instagram who had added me on Facebook, and we just connected. We just started talking, and I'm really focusing on like other moms and everything. And, you know, just because that I got into this business just because of what my why was, right? Sorry, I can't even talk. But, you know, it's very, very important, you guys, that you're sharing who you are and you're being bold, and you know, telling people, like, people should know by looking at your Facebook, like, wow, that Steph, she's on fire, and her goal is she's gonna make $10,000 a month. And, you know, like, people are gonna join you based on your excitement, your optimism, your being consistent. And, you know, it's okay to post like other things, right? Of course, not all it works and about your business, but be very, very, very clear on what you want and where you're going, right? It's, you guys' belief and mindset is huge in this business. Miranda, sorry.
You want me to go
yeah,
from what?
You go off next. I know we're going kind of back and forth what we're talking about. Go next.
So we've got print out your charts, have conversations with your DTs underneath you, write down the BV and DTs that you need, divide it by 25 to have a daily goal, print off your Facebook friends list, which is huge. Tell your upline your goal. Some random things. Write your goal on your mirror and throughout your house. There's something about staring at it and writing it down. It's more likely to happen. It's a proven fact. So you want to journal it. You want to write it down. You want to be staring at it, right? I would get a notebook. You need to have at least a notebook to keep track of your potentials. What if your phone crashes on you and you're all relying on mine's crashed 3 different times. So don't be a Miranda. Get a journal of some sort. You can get another, everything's on sale for school supplies. You can get 10-cent notebooks right now. Check out maybe a couple books at the library. There's an element in Inferno for recommended books. There's something, I'm telling you right now, it'll change your freaking life reading some books. We also only have 2 days to get the green carpet ticket, the live thing. That should be like a must. It should be a must for your business. Not only that, but you get that 50% thing off. So if you buy your green carpet thing next month, you're not going to have that 50% thing off, right? To give to somebody to get their business kit. Your fast start's you're going to make more on your fast start. So I would get that tonight, you guys. I'm going, and I'm still going to buy it because I want the 50% thing off. Another thing is setting alarms. So I spent a good little time earlier today. I have ADD. I forget things all over the place. So I set my alarms throughout my day because I want to start getting on track. Because my kids go to school in August. So I need to get back on my schedule. And I know a lot of mamas out there are needing to do the same. Set the alarms for the daily power hour, the Monday Show Me the Money, the Sunday Night Live, Sparks, or other Zooms that we have going on. The online party is huge. I feel like we need to take better advantage of it. I've been using every single morning for my power hour. I'm giving wording to send invites. And then I'm also putting them inside of Inferno so you know what to say. I feel like my team especially is kind of a new thing. Definitely invite people. You know, it's a really simple thing. And it's the difference between people signing up now or later. So every Tuesday or Wednesday are these really cool parties. And they put a lot of time and effort into these. A lot of us have recorded ourselves doing demonstrations or sharing our why to help you guys out. So I don't know if you want to take off from there.
Yeah, and you know what, and thank you for Nahani and everyone who's been taking charge of those the past few weeks. I really appreciate you. And it's, you know, it's usually always the same people, which is fine. But, you know, you guys, like, I know for me when I joined, like, I didn't have an upline, right? So I needed this, and like you just do what you need to do, right? Like if your upline has to tell you, you know, to post every single day, no one should have to tell you to do things like that, right? We're no one's bosses, but like it's so important every single day, especially if you're going on social media. I know Miranda, was it Mira Denning who was talking a lot about how she's doing lots of in-person one-on-ones and, you know, parties in person too, which is really great. I love doing stuff like that. I want to get back to that. But I know for me, you guys, like the past few weeks, like I'm not going to say I'm a lazy person, but I was focusing more on myself and my health and just having the baby and everything. And I wasn't doing the things I normally do every single day. And, you know, and I felt like when I take like a day or two off, like not off, but like I just feel so disconnected. But when I'm consistent and I'm excited and I'm posting and I'm, you know, and I know why I do this, because like this business is everything to me, I get excited again. So it's normal if you have ups and downs, but you need to really, you know, focus on that personal development, focus on that growth. And, you know, when you hit that promotion or that income or whatever your goal is, I'm telling you, it's going to be huge for you. You just have to make that commitment. We were talking a lot about making your income producing activities non-negotiable, right? So if you can't get on the power hours that we have right now, I understand that, because I know a lot of you guys work or maybe you have kids or situations. I know starting probably next week, I was going to do a different time too, because I know just the time difference. Like you guys are Pacific, where a lot of people are Central Eastern, so earlier in the morning. But you guys, like doing a power hour is huge. You know, posting on Facebook, sharing your story, getting, you know, your Instagram story, your Facebook story, you're adding to your network, you know, that personal development or whatever. Maybe you go to yoga or work out or whatever you do. Like, honestly, like if this business is important to you and you want to make an income, you have to treat it like a business, right? So if you treat it like a hobby, you're going to get paid like a hobby, right? So, and I always say that this business can be life-changing, but you need to be doing those things to make that income. Like it won't just happen just by putting up a few posts here and there and just hoping for things to happen, right? So to find an accountability partner is huge also. I know for me, I have some friends who are triples, presidentials, ambassadors. We all kind of work our business a little bit differently, and it's nice to have other friends in the business. So whether that's people on my team, Miranda's team, all of us, like what maybe you have someone you know that's running for diamond or double diamond or triple diamond or presidential diamond. I mean, a lot of you guys have really big goals, and some of you are just kind of going, you know, at your own pace, which is fine. But the problem with that is, you guys, unless you have your foot on the gas, you're always going to kind of be do, you know, right? So be very clear on your goals, because the universe is very powerful. And when you decide and commit to something, big things can happen for you. What else was I going to talk about? One thing I love, Miranda, that you do is you go live. And I know a lot of people do go live. And that's one thing, you guys, I know I need to do. As a presidential diamond, I need to be doing that. That's one thing I don't like doing. But I have made a commitment that I have decided that I will start doing that, because I know when I do go live and I share my story every single day in some shape or form, Instagram, Facebook, or the business somehow, and I'm always talking to people, and I will say I always do that. Always, always, always. So that's something that I'm very good at doing, but I make it a priority to do. Except for the last few weeks, I haven't been my best consistency-wise. And I'm still posting on Facebook. I'm still posting Instagram. But you have to make it a priority, you guys, like in network marketing. Another thing, Miranda, you want to go next? I know we still.
Sure. So definitely for August, turn on that auto shipment. There's not one single top leader that has their auto shipment off. Like, please just turn it on. And I hope that you guys are participating in the celery challenge. Because, of course, my kids. Does Canada have just celery yet? They don't, do they?
No, we don't, but we've been ordering it.
Okay.
So anyone on my team who needs to order it, I mean, there's ways to get it, right? We will be getting it. Nahani's been smuggling it in. We do have a lot of Americans been smuggling it in. You guys, it's a good way to take advantage of volume too. I know for me, like, you know, and like I said, you guys, there will be some people on your team. Don't give up on them, because some people might be taking a few, you know, months kind of, but you know what, when people are ready to go, I'm telling you, August is a powerful month. I'm telling you, I remember even last year, the year before that, June and July are kind of funky. So don't even worry about if, you know, if it's been kind of a, you know, slump or whatever. It can start off brand new now, right? Like, I know Miranda and I were talking about this. There's top leaders who talk about this. There's people in like the same industry. I have friends in other direct sales, and people just, you know, it's June, July, it's summer, and, you know, but August, I'm telling you guys, like, if you start with just making that decision that, you know, I have really big goals, and I know for me, like I said, you know, I kind of gave myself July and I was still working my business, and I was still, you know, not full on available to everybody, but I still try and be available. But at the end of the day, I wasn't feeling bad because my husband's like, Tanis, your team knows what to do. Like, and I am kind of a control freak. I am type A, I am red. I am a yellow too, but like, I didn't feel bad because I was like, okay, people are going to work their business or they're not, right? So I shouldn't have to tell Sally or Jenny, sorry if this is Sally or Jenny, I just use those names. I shouldn't have to tell them to post every single day. You know, if I can post every single day, and, you know, if, you know, all you got, like, you have to really, really make a decision with your business, you guys. And if you're running it through social media, you have to do those things. You have to, right? You can't just put up a post here and there and be like, oh, I hope so-and-so messages me to become a distributor, and then I go diamond. Like, you have to be really, really clear, like, on your goals and what you want. I know a lot of people tell me their goals are to go diamond, and then they don't post for 5 days. And I'm like, okay, well, unless they're doing a bunch of parties or one-on-ones, right? Like, you have to take yourself seriously if you expect other people to take you seriously and join your team. Yeah, so turning on an auto ship, like, that's super important. The celery challenge, make a dream board. That's so important. I know for me, I want to do another one because I have crossed a lot off that list. And, you know, I was feeling really kind of down and hormonal and weird the other day. I don't know if it's just from having a baby and I can't walk. I don't know what, but then I got an email from corporate saying I was invited to the ranch, and I was just so excited. And like, I was like, I started crying. You know, I was just really excited. And, you know, like, you guys, this business is life-changing, but it really, really matters what we do. Okay. So I know a lot of people like blame their team or this person isn't doing something. Well, don't worry about that. If I depended on my team from when I went diamond, I would have quit 4 years ago. So I'm telling you that because I got to diamond in a few months, and I'll tell you what happened. I had people who stopped working, but I kept going forward. I kept signing up distributors. I kept finding rock stars because I had a vision and I had a goal and I had a plan. So I'm telling you right now, you guys, like, I don't care where you're at right now. Like, you know, I have seen people completely transform their business, completely transform their lives with this, but you have to not worry what someone on your team might not be doing, or this person's not posting, or this person left my group chat, or this person's not replying to me. Who cares? Like, you know, like, you will find someone who wants to do this with you, and there will be people that come around too. So don't give up on people. What were you talking about here? Oh, conversations. Are you stuck with how to talk to people or follow up with people? Like, do you need help with how to talk to people? Because I feel like some people just don't know what to say, and then they're not doing it. But you guys, if you've been in this business for at least for a couple months, which most of you have, you need to be knowing how to talk. You need to know how to talk to people, right? So some of us, it comes maybe easier for than others, but, you know, it's just, you need to be able to connect with people and, you know who your network is, know who your market is, know who you want on your team, because you want to attract, like, I forget where I saw it. I read it earlier. Everybody's journey is different, right? Everybody has a different network. Everybody has a different, if you have a social media full of like that broke mindset of a bunch of people who are just negative, and, you know, you have to change your network, right? But it really, really matters what we're doing every single day, who we're talking to, growing, you know, growing our network and growing, you know, just getting out of our comfort zone. Like, I know for me, you guys, like, it's so funny. I was talking about how I'm going to share my birth story, and everybody messaged me after I had my baby. And I'm talking a lot about that right now because I'm connecting with moms, right? And I'm connecting with a lot of women on my Facebook who are in the same situation as me, and they don't want to go back to work and they need the income. So I'm focusing on that because I'll tell you right now, that is why I joined the business. So why did you join the business? Who do you want on your team? Like, your vibe attracts your tribe, right? So I'm really focusing on that because that is how I'm building my business to ambassador. And But I'm really watching my team too. You know, I really want to see who's enrolling people. I really want to see people, you know, who are really stepping up and need this business, right? Because I know we can all say, oh, I want double diamond, triple diamond, presidential ambassador diamond, but we need to be doing those things that, you know, those income producing activities. Miranda, I know you were talking about, what's this last thing that you wrote? What did that say?
Just share it to
okay, sorry, I didn't know what that said. I thought that said sham. I was like, what?
Shame.
Share.
Yeah, like if something's working for you and you're like, man, that was just like a great conversation, or I made this kind of post or something, share. You know, like we have these huge chats. You can make a huge difference just by sharing what's working, you know.
And
so
be loud, you guys. Be loud on the team pages and the chats and the groups. Like, we want you guys involved. Like, I know I have a lot of great girls on my team and guys, you know, who are really, really, you know, involved. And I realize a lot of you guys are busy and you work, and I totally understand that, and I totally respect that. I totally do. But you guys, be involved when you can. You don't have to be on your phone all day. That's one thing, you know, I've been really focusing on and better at. Because before I would spend maybe too much time on my phone, and then I would get anxious. And then, like I told you, my husband turned off all my notifications. That's really been helping me, because I focus on my income producing activities, because that is how I meet new people. And you guys, I'm really focusing on that harvest right now, because like I'm really planting those seeds. And I'm telling you, when you do that and when the time comes, you can sign up 10 distributors in a month, right? Like, but if you don't do that every single day, you know, and talking to new people, I'm not saying you need to message 500 people every second and, you know, ask everyone to join your team. I know some people work their business like that and it works for them, but if that doesn't work for you, but I try different ways, you guys. Like, you know, Miranda's doing her host to post, like DT host to post. I'm following up with a lot of people. I'm going through letters. I have 5,000 friends on Facebook. I'm really putting myself out there. And I always have, though. I'm always talking to new people. If you're just posting and you're not talking to people, you guys, you're really putting you're not going to get where you want to go. Okay. So you can't expect for everyone else to sign up distributors on your team. I'm telling you, you can do your steps to success every single month. You can do it times 2. Like, if you focus on just doing those things you need to do.
Power hours.
But your husband's saying you're on the phone. Oh, I totally understand that. My husband was the same way. So Joylene, I hope I'm saying your name right. So basically, if you do a power hour, if you can do 1 to 2 power hours every single day, you can become a top earner. You can. I don't care who you are. You don't have to sit on your phone all day. But you guys, content is so important in what we do. Okay? Like Miranda, for example, when you post something, I want to read it. Right? There's people on my timeline. I get rid of some people, you know, who complain about their life, or not people in It Works and everything, just people, you know, but really, really focus on good quality content. What you're putting out there is so important, you guys. I can't take the time every single night, you guys. I honestly take the time. I probably take 10-15 minutes to plan out what I'm going to post the next day. Do I do it all the time? No, I don't. But I really focus on quality. You know, and I shared that in the chat today, just about just talking about consistency and how people post. And the algorithm isn't everything right now. It's always changing. But I know I was even chatting with some other leaders on my team, some girls on my French team who are big into like the algorithm. They're very green and everything. It's always changing. So the biggest thing is you guys, proper content, talking to people, growing your network, making sure you're doing those things, and reaching out to people, right? Launch parties. I know when you're signing up distributors, whether you're doing online or in person, I know quite a few people had new distributors that they were getting going. You guys, if you have people on your team who have big goals and maybe they've taken a hiatus or whatever, reach out to them, you know, talk to them and say, I know you want to go Ruby, or I know you want to go Emerald. When your team starts getting really busy, on big, sorry. I always want people to come to me because honestly, if I go through every single person I ever signed up, that would take me forever. But, you know, be bold, know what you want, get those launch parties going for people, sign up new blood, right? New blood is always what's going to keep your business going. And I'm not, Miranda, I don't know about you, but you guys, I don't sign up 10 distributors every single month. I'm not a huge recruiter, but I always focus on new people. I always focus on new customers, new distributors. I'm always connecting with my customers because some of your customers are going to be the best distributors, right? Reaching out to people, you guys, reach out to that mom or that girl on Facebook who would be amazing at this. And, you know, you just have to do those things because I feel like a lot of people are scared and they're not like, you have so much potential, every single one of you. And I know for me, you guys, we can all get lazy sometimes, but you have to really put yourself out there. Like, you have to, right, Miranda? Like, I know we talked about this and just like, you know, and I know we're going to talk about a few other things. What time is it? We don't want to go too long. But it's super important, you guys, that you really know what you want and be clear. Like, I have some girls on my team, you guys, like, you guys are so deserving and you guys need this so bad. And, you know, if you're doing the same thing over and over again, what is holding you back? Like, what is holding you back? If you want to message myself or Miranda, or if you want to even post in your chat, are you scared of something? Are you, you know, scared of success? I know for me, you guys, there was a long time before I was pushing myself for ambassador that I just was like, oh my gosh, ambassador, like, I think I held myself back and I was comfortable and I was making a really good income and I just kind of got comfortable, right? So why are you chicken, Heather? But do you need it? Do you want this? Because I'm going to tell you right now, you have to really need this business to push yourself out of your comfort zone. You do. You have to really need it. Heather, I know you need it. I know you want it. And I know you can make it happen. And I know you have big goals because, you know, like, a lot of you do. A lot of you have shared with me. And then, you know, there you are. Hi, Heather. Do you want to talk? You can talk.
Sure. I can talk.
There you are. You can talk. So
I don't talk a lot because kids are always awake, but they're asleep now. So.
Okay, awesome. Okay, Heather. So what is holding you back? So you said you're chicken.
I'm holding me back.
Yeah. And that's always us, right? It's always us.
It's me. Yeah. I just have to get over my fear of
really good.
worrying about what other people think.
Posts are really good.
Thank you.
And a lot of times, you guys, like, and your pictures are good, like quality. And the thing is you guys, there is no secret in this business. There is no in any direct sales or any, you know, business. You are your business. It doesn't matter if you sell jewelry or makeup or health products, right? You know, I want you guys all to stay here, of course. It's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying you are your business. So, Heather, I am joining you in buying product from you first. I'm not joining at Works. I'm joining you.
Right.
So, I want you guys to all look at what you're doing. Would you join you? Would you buy a product from you? And be very honest and clear with yourself. Like, I honestly only support people and other businesses that are hustling, that are working really hard, because I want to buy from someone that's going to help their family. I want to see, you know, I have a couple of girls I actually bought from a girl on Facebook today, and she's a customer of mine too. But like, we support each other. But like, you know, it's super, super important. Yeah, you are the secret. Exactly. Miranda, do you want to touch based on anything of that?
I mean, at the end of the day, like, when you first sign up, like, yes, you guys, I was one of the biggest chickens. I'm a full-on shy, quiet introvert. Like, peopling, I had a phobia of people. Like, that's how bad it was. At the end of the day, though, like, you got to get over yourself, you know? Would you rather have a better life for you and your family, or are you going to bow down to those fears and live with regret and still be broke, you know? Like, so, you know, it's one day at a time, like my tattoo. And really, what is the worst thing that's going to happen? That someone's going to, like, say something? You know how big my block button is? it's thousands of people because I don't have time for it. My babies are worth more than that. Like I've done this many times with my team. I'm like, imagine your child right in front of you. I don't know if you're a mom or not. Have your child right in front of you and say, you know, you can have this best life ever. We don't have to hurt no more. I can buy you any food. I can get you your school clothes, all this. But I decided to be fearful and we're not going to have any of that. I mean, we wouldn't, right? That doesn't make no sense. But that's exactly what most people are doing right now. They're so scared of something. But it's so silly. We put ourselves in that box. Nobody else did it. You know, you got to get over yourself. And again, there's a block button. If you have a hater that comes out of the woodwork, I don't expect everyone to sign up with me. But I definitely expect my friends to be loving and supportive of some sort. And so if they're mean to me, peace out. I don't have time for that negative energy. I don't even like feed into it anymore. I'm like, peace, right? I mean, it's as simple as that. I mean, and look at like the success. Last August is when I promoted to Presidential Diamond. I needed close to 13,000 BV, and I was a little bit nervous, and I made it happen. Okay, so it doesn't matter that it's a summer. It doesn't matter nothing. Just tomorrow's day one. Remember that the more reality TV, how big is reality TV, you guys? Everybody is obsessed with it. Your Facebook is your reality TV. Go live, show your life. People want to know, what are you doing? What recipes are you cooking? What are you into? Like, show it, you know? Be goofy if you're goofy. If your kids are psycho, so what? Like, show it. I mean, you're going to probably get some moms laughing along with you, right? And so the more reality TV that you can do and less copy paste, less Pinterest crap, all of it. Now, I will say, it does seem kind of like overwhelming sometimes with social media. You don't have to do social media, just to put it out there. When you first sign up, you can do things in person. It goes faster, but just know that when we're adding to our networks on social media, you have to go physically go find people, your cashiers, your receptionists, whoever's out public, and you invite them over, you go to their house and you do sip and samples. So if you want to go really fast, there you go. But if you decide on social media, I don't know if you guys saw, some of you guys have seen my post. I went to Las Vegas a couple weeks ago, complete life changer. Because across it, I mean, it was all God. That's all. I mean, I get goosebumps thinking about it. I would pay thousands of dollars for the experience I had. I had Pam Souter in front of me, and right next to her was Stephanie Dunn. Right next to her was Joel Dunn. And it was a 2-hour dinner. My friend Heather, she was on here, was next to me, and Stacy was over here. And we had their attention for like that whole dinner, 2 hours. And the biggest thing that I got out of it, because I've always been a weenie with with messaging. I message, but it scares me to message, just to put it out there. Like, it literally scares me. I sweat through my clothes. My Lene, I don't know if she's with somebody. She laughs at me because it's like, I literally sweat through my clothes messaging people. Like, it's not my comfort zone. But like, I'm hearing him talking to Pam and Stephanie and Joel, and they're like, you have a choice with this business. You either work it in person or you're messaging. You don't get to have an in-betweeny. Like, you have to message or you have to go talk to people outside. So you have to make that decision. And the reason that you are not at your rank right now is because you decided not to message someone. Because most of you guys are social media. So that's what's holding you back. You know, how many people you message is up to you and what your ratio is. Everyone's got a different ratio. I've decided to put numbers on things with my power hours just because people were seeking systems. But you figure out your little loophole, that's fine. Like, go for it. But you have to message, you guys. So it was a life-changing experience. Since then, I've signed 10 distributors this month. Like, I don't even know. I'm on a roll. Like, because I'm like, okay, I'm talking to people. Like, it's just been completely just so cool. So I just wanted to share that little bit. And I know a lot of people on my team kind of feel like they've been in a rut for a while and that they have team members that aren't working. A little bit of a reality check across the board. You stopped working, you know, and so you can't expect your team to do things that you haven't done. And so just be honest with yourself and be like, okay, I've done that. I've learned from it, you know, and it's time for a new chapter, right? If you have to scratch your whole chart, then scratch it. I did it. First, you probably have too, Tanis. My first time I went diamond, took me a whole year to go diamond. That very next month I lost it. And I'm like, because I knew I had the wrong people. I deleted a whole bunch of people off my Facebook, re-added, and I cleaned up my posts, no more copy paste crap. And it changed everything. So I got my butt to conference because I didn't go the first time. And that same month, I went from ruby to diamond that first month, then double diamond, hit another conference, got myself to triple and presidential. Like, yeah. So Scratch your chart if you have to. Literally pull it out. Get a brand new one. I've got a new distributor on here, and just signing up her alone this summer pumped me up. New blood is on a whole different level. She's already about boxed for emerald, you guys, in 30 days. It doesn't matter what chart you have. You can remake it. Okay. But so that's as far as that part goes. But staying consistent, be pumped, have fun, man. Like if you're not having fun, what are you doing? I've got my sister-in-law here, and I just want to like really briefly touch on this. You guys, 3 years ago is when my kids saw her kids. She was on Section 8. Her pantry was full of food stamp stuff from the store. Asking to borrow money. All of this. And then we haven't seen each other, okay? She came to visit me a year ago, sat at my kitchen table, and I'm like, shoved my coffee in front of her face. Try this. And then shoved like collagen, and she signed up right there. Within 4 months, boxed herself in for triple diamond, has had $42,000 in bonuses, makes 5 figures. Her biggest paycheck was $18,000. Okay? She pulls up. She's not supposed to be here. They made a spontaneous trip to just drive right up. And they're in their brand new vehicles. It was so crazy because we've got both of our brand new vehicles paid by from It Works right in front of my thing right here. Like how different life is when you make that decision. This is her round 2. She was one of my original distributors for that diamond chart that literally did not even touch her kit, put it on her dresser. Oh, that doesn't work. She gave me so much crap in the beginning. I'm like, whatever, I'm over it, move on. And she admits it. She's like, but this second round, she listened and she applied things. Every system imaginable is right in front of your guys' faces. You don't need me and Tanis. We're just here to cheer you on. But we all have our separate businesses. Our title is independent It Works distributors, not dependent. You don't need me, but I'm here to cheer you on. I created the new distributor checklist. We have the polls. We have power hours. We have the online parties. We've got the team Zooms. We have everything that you could possibly think of. We didn't get it. We both didn't have uplines. But that's why we started this collaboration, because it's nice to have a buddy, you guys. It really is. So you don't need us. We're here though. And I'm ready to rock and roll. Like, I hope that you guys are pumped up. I am.
And I love that you promoted to presidential. I remember that last August. I remember that because I know you said I needed a lot of volume, and you guys, things can happen when you make the decision and you commit. And don't worry if there's people on your team who have stopped working. Like I'm telling you right now, I feel like that holds so many people back, and they get in this rut and they hold on to this like thing, and then it affects their belief and their vision. Like, why are you going to let so-and-so on your team who stopped working, who said that they were all in and needed this and wanted this and are gone in a few months? Who cares? Like, I know it's annoying, you guys. I was actually at Babies R Us the other day, and I probably won't share the story. I'll share it in the chat. But it's an interesting story. But I had to go, I think it was Friday night that I went. Anyway, I'll share it in a chat. But I ran into someone who was all into this business and needed it so bad, and was like their huge goals, and I literally quit within 2 months and didn't do anything, right? So I'm going to tell you right now, there are people like that, right? There are. You guys, I've gone diamond, double diamond, triple diamond, presidential, and, I was close to ambassador. I've been close, and I've lost people. I've had, like Miranda says, I had to, change things around. And, like the thing is people are either ready or they're not. People are either going to make that decision or they're not. But, do they work there now? I don't know.
Oh, do they work at Babies R Us? I think is what she's saying.
No, that was another story. I shouldn't even brought that up. Sorry. But where I'm going with this, you guys, is that when you decide, when you commit, and when Miranda said she was going presidential in August, she was going to make it happen, right? So, I think that's what you meant. I'll share the story in the chat. Just in case maybe someone watches this Zoom, I don't want to feel bad. But the biggest thing is, you guys, is that the only thing that holds us back is us. I've been there. I've had highs in my business. I've had crazy ambassador paychecks. And then I've had half of that, which is still, I'm very grateful for. I'm not saying anything's wrong with half of that. But, it's just this business, you guys, it's here. It's 80% here, right? And I'm telling you, like, there's times where I have felt it. Like, you know, there's top leaders and top earners and people who are top 10 in the company who, you know, get in ruts or feel down about things. But the only thing that can get us out of that is what we do, right? So I know for me this past month, and like I said, I really focus on myself and my baby and everything. And that was my priority, and I don't feel bad, right? But then I was feeling bad while I was at the hospital. I was worried. I was like, oh my gosh, like, does so-and-so need me? My husband's like, Tanis, like, what are you doing, right? So the thing is, at the end of the day, no one knows how bad you want something more than you, okay? If you need to make $10,000 a month, $20,000 a month, $30,000 a month, $500 a month, $1,000 a month, right? You know, you can do it. It's just, you know, don't compare yourself. That's the biggest thing. Do not compare yourself. I know for me, you guys, I had to have Diamond happen fast. I had to make it happen, and I made it happen. And the Zoom on Thursday is going to be really great. It's just a whole bunch of different people who got to Diamond in 3 to 4 months. And anyone can do it. You know, these people who do it in a month, I don't know, like, that's great if people can do that. But honestly, in a few months, people can get to Diamond. They can. It's just, we hold ourselves back, right? I know, like what Heather was saying, Catherine was saying here, you guys, the only thing that holds us back is ourselves, right? So you can just change that switch right now. I know Miranda and I want to share a quick little something, and then we want to keep this like about an hour. Miranda, do you want to share that? And then we're excited about this.
Are we talking about the news?
The news.
Okay, so you guys, I love we love spoiling our teams, you know, and so this will be like a collaboration and not. So it's a 2-part thing. It'll be based off of distributor enrollments. It'll start August 1st to August 31st. And so Tanis will have it set up for her house, and I'll have it set up for my house with our teams. Okay. Now this is the plot twist. I can win on Tanis, and Tanis can win on me. That way us leaders are participating. Woo! Okay. So, you're going to come visit. There's going to be one winner, and I will pay up to $500 for an airplane voucher to come visit me, spoil you for a weekend hanging out with me and my crazy family. If there is anything that I learned from that Las Vegas sit down, is that one-on-one time is priceless and a life changer. So you get to win like a mini, I wouldn't call it like retreat because my house, you know, whatever. We're going to hang out. Okay. And whoever wins that, and this will probably happen for a few months, there'll be a winner per month. That winner also will be considered as a mover or shaker. I don't know if you guys are paying attention to the Costa Rica thing. I based it off of that idea. We are doing a retreat with the 2 teams. Okay, retreat. It'll be right before conference. So for those that, I understand that airfare can get really spendy, and that's what we wanted to take in consideration because you guys are a lot of Canadians, like it's expensive everywhere. We will have a retreat, dual teams, right before conference in Florida. It'll be triple diamonds and above, and then the movers and shakers that we determine. The movers and shakers included is the person that wins coming to visit. Okay, that's one of them. Okay, so we will have kind of sporadic little contests here and there. But yeah, so it's basically 2 different retreats happening. You get a visit.
And you know what? I like that we're doing this because I'll tell you one thing, you guys. I was doing every single month like contests. I did Tiffany jewelry. I've done iPads. I did a Mac Pro one time, and like the girl quit like a month later. Like the thing is with these little contests, and I think it's great if you want to do contests with your team. I feel like people are either motivated to change their life and their business, or you know, an iPad or a product, whatever. I mean, it's great to do little incentives for your team. But I remember even Denise doing stuff like that, and she stopped doing it. I feel like something big and exciting, whether I'm a red, I like, to win things. I'm competitive. So whether you're a green, a yellow, or a blue, you guys need to know your colors also. That's super important, just to connect with other people and know how to talk to people.
Heather, I'm so pumped. Like
it's gonna be really good. And we were looking at places, and we were even thinking Orlando, like, you know, and everything will be covered. I know I wanted to do a retreat for my team for green carpet, but I also really realized that I would rather, I know a lot of people can either do green carpet or conference. You know, I think, you know, honestly, getting to events is huge, you guys. So many people don't go to events, and it holds you back when you don't go. Okay. When you go to an event and you make that commitment and you decide, like when I talk to someone, they're like, no, I'm not going. And it's like 7 months from now. I'm like, well, you're like, what do you mean you're not going? Right. Like, honestly, you guys, events can change your business. They can change your life. And it's just, we thought we could make it fun. We could make it exciting. Whether it's, you know, Orlando, or we were trying to think maybe not, yes, Heather, you can come visit me. But you know what? It's so important that you make that commitment. When you're saying no to something, no going to conference, I honestly don't think people are serious about their business. Like, how can you say no and then tell me you want to go double diamond, triple diamond, yet you can't go to a work event? That's like saying you want to be successful at your job or whatever, wherever you are, but you're not going to do the things you need to do to get to that next pay, right? So honestly, you guys, getting to events and just growing yourself, I want to have people come visit me. Like, we want this to be fun. We want this to be like a fun, competitive thing, and we're gonna, you know, take care of the expenses for you too, right? So, you know, Miranda and I really connected well a year ago. We had, you know, some similar, you know, she lost her mom, I lost my dad, and, you know, we've had a lot kind of similar. We didn't have uplines, you know, we've lost leaders, you know, I lost a close friend who I thought, you know, long story there, but, you know, it could have really broken me. Like, I lost my dad right after I was pregnant. It was like one thing after another, you guys. Like, the devil was hitting me hard. And like, I could have just, like, you know, it did affect me. But I also decided that my team, myself, my family, other families were important. I just kept going, right? So the thing in this business is you're going to have life happen, whatever that is. You know, you just have to decide, you guys, as a business owner, as an entrepreneur, like, you guys, it's right here. It's so, so important. Miranda, anything else you wanted to kind of touch base on that?
I would definitely take a picture of the screen and go shout it out all over the place that we are going to be doing a retreat.
Everybody go on camera right now so I can take a picture.
Because you got to think about it. You can possibly have your PDP sign up with the idea of a retreat. Just saying. Okay, so flash that everywhere.
We'll just say that we're all showing up at Heather Murphy's house.
I was just there.
Can anyone else go on camera? It's okay if you can.
Promise okay. No judgments.
No judgment. I kind of look like a zombie right now.
I'm not even wearing a bra right now. Like, if we're gonna go there.
The only reason I'm wearing a bra is because my husband's family came over, like his aunt and uncle, and that's the only reason I'm wearing a bra. I'm like, I got leaky boobs. I got leaky boobs. Okay, I'm gonna take a picture.
Okay.
As I talk about leaky boobs.
So flash it everywhere.
Is anyone else gonna go on camera? No, it's okay if you don't. Okay, is everyone smiling?
Smile.
Make sure everyone looks perfect. You guys are all perfect. Does anyone have any questions or anything they wanted to ask, or
we'll get the details in writing.
I am so picking at her brain right now while I'm here. I'm taking advantage of everything, all of it.
And can I just say something about you? Like, you are so, I'll tell you what, oh, sorry, I thought I closed out this whole thing. You know, how long did it take you to go triple diamond?
She's not triple yet. She's double.
She's double. Sorry. Double diamond, $18,000 US paycheck. Sorry. That's insane.
But it was like double diamond is like less than 5 months.
It was like 3. I want to say it was like 3. Yeah. She got boxed for triple at 4 months.
Wow.
Earned a ton of bonuses between her and hubby.
So what is your biggest advice that I know we've had you talk on here, and I know you're just really excited and you need this and you wanted this. But
get over your flipping whatever you're scared of going live. Who gives a shit about you going live? No, I have to share. I have to say that because a lot of my people, like a lot of people that are on my team too, oh, I can't do this. I can't go live because my family are. Who gives a freaking crap? You're not going to make a paycheck. They're not going to pay your bills. They're not going to support you. They're not going to do shit for you. Go live. That is the only way how I made it this far because I went live. I didn't care. My family they're freaking judgmental. Mm-hmm. My family are judgmental. And you know what I did? The second day I signed up again with her, I said, who gives a shit what they think of me? I don't give a crap.
How many people do you have on your Facebook?
Oh my gosh, I started
she didn't even
to like 4,000, almost 5,000 now.
She didn't even have it open. I had to reopen her Facebook at my kitchen.
You know what? And I've looked at your Facebook because I've watched you, and it just goes to show you. Like, I'll tell you this right now, you guys. You can have a ton of people on your Facebook or your Instagram, and just because people aren't liking or commenting doesn't mean people aren't watching. I swear to God. Like, I post something, I'll post a picture of like my baby or something, and I'll get 100, 200 likes, no problem. And then I'll post something about like my story or something, and you might get a few. But I'm telling you guys, I feel like that holds people back, and they're like, oh my gosh, you didn't get any likes. It doesn't matter. It does not matter, right? Like I'm telling you right now, like I have had people.
I also wanted to share something that I was telling her. On the way here, I send out 4 host to posts. Guess how many loyal customers I got out of 4 host to posts? 5. Y'all, 5 loyal customer out of 4 host to posts. Mm-hmm. And that's why I'm saying, and it's the people that I don't even talk to. They're like, oh, I want to buy this. I'm like, huh? Have I talked to you before? And I have to think back. I'm like, oh, no, I haven't talked to these people. And yet they're like, I want to buy this. After 4 host to posts. And I'm like,
yeah, I've learned even just with her being here. I mean, she's all learning from me. I'm learning from her. I'm like, okay, I'm like trying to fix my hair and stuff. She's like, click live anyways. I'm like, okay, I'm in my PJs. Hi guys. You know, like she just don't care. And even with the kids all being psycho, and I'm like, you know, I'm learning. Just click the dang live. Who cares?
And look at the Hanny. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. I totally.
Oh, I'm sorry. Just with us going live together, like she's I've lost count how many people she's signed up. Like she just keeps going because she keeps going live. It's great.
Sorry, I when I interrupt, it's because I forget it because my brain doesn't work sometimes. But look what Nahani just said with Claire. I need to go watch that Zoom because I wasn't on it. Normally I try and get on everything. But don't worry about likes, worry about enrollments. Exactly. Like, you guys, I'm telling you right now, it's so true. It's so true. If you post a picture of your kid or whatever, something like about anything, you'll get like tons of likes. And then you post something about your business. I'm telling you, people are watching you, and don't let it hold you back. Like, some of you guys are so consistent. Some of you guys aren't. And then there's people who are like, oh, I want to go diamond. I want to go double. Yet they take like 3 or 4 days off of not posting anything. Well, I wouldn't sign up with you either. No one in particular. I'm just saying, right? You have to be so clear on your goals. And, you know, I follow this one girl. She's with some other company. I don't even know. I found her on like Instagram, and she's just super motivating. I don't even know what company she's with, to be honest. But I follow her for her. I don't care what company she's with because I'm obviously not joining anything else, and I never am. But like, people are joining you, okay? If you're not posting about your business every day, if you're not posting about where you're going, if you're not posting about, you know, if you're not following up with people, if you're not talking to people, if you're not doing those things, you guys, like, you're holding yourself back, right? So, I know I need to go live. You know, another thing that we used to do, you guys, and we can start doing this next week. We used to do live Zoom, like, distributor, like, events. So I have yeah, we can do that. I have a Zoom account where I can go live. I pay extra. I have a lot of girls on my team who use this too. Another thing, you guys, if you're an executive or Ruby Emerald, whatever you are, I don't care if you're a brand new distributor, you can use my Zoom. You can go live. You can do things with your team. You can do get-togethers with your team. If you have team, I used to have team over every 2 weeks or so. I'm going to start doing that again. don't wait for your upline to do things. I feel like a lot of times people do wait for me to do things, and that's okay, but it's not really. Take charge of what you want. If your goal is to go diamond, you need to become that leader, right?
What's everyone's goal for August? What's your rank goal? If you can put it in the chat, I would love to see that. I do want to just kind of summarize a little bit. I feel like we really overcomplicate all of it. And I know that it's an hour-long Zoom, a little over. It really comes down to most of your stuff for your social media can be done within an hour of your day. And that's why I've been hammering it every single day with doing a power hour. If you look at what is done on that power hour, it's IPAs. What are IPAs? It is messaging, adding, interacting, posting, and self-development. So all of that stuff gets done during that power hour other than your self-development. Obviously, you have to post a couple more times and that's it. So you shouldn't be on your phone all day or you're doing it wrong. Click live here and there, but just make it fun. We're really, really way overdoing and getting in our own ways with it. So it's more simple than that. I mean, me and Tanis are going for Ambassador Diamond. We're moms, we're wives. We're not on our devices all day long. You can ask Serena. I'm super chill. She's been seeing me. I'm super mellow. It really is not hard to do this stuff. And it's even easier if you do in-person stuff. Take away all of it and just make sure to do a few parties minimum a week and you're good.
And you know what, Miranda? Another thing, I know we're in so many group chats for presidential ambassador people. You guys, there are people who, and I'm not saying this to be mean, I'm saying this to be real with you guys. There are people who are triple diamond, presidential, ambassador diamond. You guys, I'm telling you, there's some people who are ambassador diamond. There's nothing I don't want to say there's nothing special about that. That's not what I mean. They're all amazing if they get there, right? But they're just totally normal people. You guys, Jade Hooper doesn't know a lot about the compensation. She doesn't know a lot of she's not, you know what I mean? You don't have to know everything. I used to think I had to be like Carol Ann, who's on my team, you guys, who I shared in the chat today. I used to compare myself to her because I'm she got to ambassador, not in a bad way, but because it's holy crap, she just ran with this business, right? But I also realized I'm not her. I'm not Miranda. I'm not Jenny or Sally or whatever, right? But the thing is don't compare yourself to anyone else. That's the biggest thing. I've shared this with my team. Barbara Bozer, who's an ambassador, it took her 2 years to go diamond, and she became a millionaire in 4.
Oh, woo!
You know what I mean? Don't compare yourself. It's the biggest thief of joy. It's the biggest, see, everyone's commenting in here. I love that.
Yeah, keep going with your ranks because I want to see it really bad. So keep going.
You guys, don't think anything's too big. Don't think that. A few years ago, if I would have said ambassador, I'd be oh my gosh, I look at the big, huge chart and I would have been scared, but a year ago, you guys, I was so close, and then I had things happen in my business and my life. And you know what, you guys, any of you can do it. Tammy can do it. Heather can do it. Robin, Nahani, Stephanie, Tracy, anyone can do it. That's the thing. All of you can, I'm just mentioned some names. But it's all going to start with you really, really focusing and needing this, right? If you don't need this, it's not going to happen.
I really need this.
It's not. It's not going to happen unless you really need it and you dig down deep and you, with any business, with any successful business, you guys, I'm telling you right now, it doesn't matter what people do. If they have a garage door company or a roofing company or any type of entrepreneur, your business owner, if you really work hard, you can succeed at anything. You can,
Mm-hmm.
So
people are successful at selling rocks. Let's let that sink in. I mean, there's rocks everywhere, but people have rock businesses. It really
be very, very clear, you guys. I know I've asked some people on my team what their goals are, and they're not sure. So you need to really, really be clear. And I like how Miranda said, write down what you need and what you want. If you need to message me and talk to me every single day, if you need to talk to your diamond leader every day, if you have an accountability partner, if you want to message Miranda, be involved in the chats and the groups and be loud and be bold, and you don't have to, you know, honestly turn off your notifications, because I know it drives people crazy. It was driving me crazy. And then my husband turned it off, and I was like, what? I have no messages. And then I clicked, I'm like, okay, I do have messages. But you guys, you don't have to be on your phone all day. It's working smarter, not harder. Okay. And if what you're doing isn't working, it's because it's just, you need to change what you're doing.
Yeah, I don't know a single person on my team right now that is okay with where they're at right now. So that means that everything that has been being done isn't working.
I'm not okay with where I'm at. I'm not okay. I'm grateful and I'm thankful, and this business has changed our lives. And, you know, I have my husband home with me, and, you know, we have a new baby, and I'm so grateful, but I want to get back to, you know, where I was. I'm going to go ambassador. I am going to go ambassador, and I want to help other people who need it too. But I really want to help those people that want it and need it. I'm kind of done with, I'm not done. I don't chase people. I want people to enroll distributors. I want people to be very clear on their goals, because I've helped a lot of people, and I've tried helping and doing things and been, too much for some people sometimes. And even my husband said, like, why do you keep helping that person? Like, no one in particular. I'm just saying in general, like, people need to work their business, right? You can't do it for them.
It won't sustain.
People need to show up for their business, right? They do. You can't do everything for everyone. If people are really working their business, they're working hard, yes, you help that person. But if you have diamond leaders and they're complaining to you, but they're not getting on Zooms or parties, and they say, oh, my business isn't working, well, I will point that out to them, right? So I'm just saying in general, you have to show up. You have to show up to get further in your business and your life and what you want.
Yeah. I strongly encourage, as leaders, especially anyone, show up to the power hours, contribute with the contest. Your team is watching you. Even if your team is just one distributor underneath of you, they're watching you, right? It's just like mom and dad. The kids usually mimic their parents, right? It's kind of the same idea. So show up, be loud and proud. You want your team to buy all the Just Celeries. Did you buy it? Are you loud and proud? So you can't expect your team to do something if you're not doing it. So show up, be present, have fun, and I'm ready to kick some August butt.
I like what Tammy says. Her paychecks are going up every single month. That's the way to do it, Tammy. I don't know who you are, but I love that because that's huge. When your paychecks are going up like that, that's amazing. You guys, I've worked really, really hard, and I've had paychecks go down, and then the next month they're like, boom, up $8,000. And I'm like, holy crap, right? So it's like, I'm telling you right now, you guys, when this business changes your life and you can make more in 1 month than a year at your old job, like I have, it's life-changing. But I'm telling you, it doesn't just happen. There's a lot of things behind the scenes you don't see, talking to people, following up with people. And I don't want you to think that you're just going to post on Facebook, get on a few Zooms, unless you're actually putting in that work. Those 5-figure monthly paychecks are going to be out of reach, right? You really have to do those things. It's huge, right? So Tammy, kudos to you because that's huge. When your paychecks are going up, I've had it where I've worked hard and my paychecks go down. It's just sometimes how things happen, but they will continue to go back up. Whether you're making a couple $100 a month, a couple $1,000 a month, $10,000 a month, I'm telling you, you guys, keep at it and work hard, because I've been in places where I have felt defeated and I'm like, oh, my teen and not doing anything. And I just kept going. And then boom, my life started changing.
Tanis, we're gonna break a little rules here. What is the biggest paycheck you've had, and what's the biggest pay raise you've given yourself in a month?
My biggest paycheck I've had was $62,000
in a month. You guys.
That happened once. And it was a lot of cabs, you guys. That was two summers ago. And yeah, the biggest pay raise, and I'm sharing that with you guys because that was right after I found out my dad was sick, and it was awful, and I was really depressed. I've struggled with depression, anxiety, and it was a really hard time for my family. And I'm still going through the motions of losing my dad and, just a lot of stuff. And I'm very open with that. I'm very vulnerable, and I really share my heart on my Facebook. And that is another thing, you guys. You have to be vulnerable and open and just sharing who you are. It doesn't have to be you losing someone, or if you don't want to share certain details, but the whole copy and paste thing from other leaders, I know people do it. Don't do it. I can tell when people do it on my team. If you need ideas, of course, go to top leaders and take stuff and get ideas. But I'm going to join Heather and Tammy based on who they are and who their story is. I'm not going to join Jenny or Sally if they're copying everything from, like, you know, the Duns or Jade Hooper. And I'm like, wait, that's Jade Hooper's story, right? So, you know, I've had huge pay increases, you know. Okay, see, they talked about that on the Zoom tonight. But you guys, this business is you. Like, it's you. And I sometimes feel uncomfortable talking about my pay. But you know what, you guys? There are quite a few people on my team making life-changing income. And if you're not there yet, don't worry about it, because it can change quickly. It can. If you've had a couple rough few months, whatever, you can get it back this month, or, you know what I mean? But yeah, I've had, you know, my increase, I think the month before that, it was like 40,000. And so it went up to 62. So that was crazy. And then the month after that, it was like 35, which isn't bad.
So, you know, I say it on purpose because it is real money out there, and it's there for you at any time. It doesn't discriminate. Doesn't matter who you are, what your background is. My biggest has been like 35,000 and a $13,000 jump.
And that's American. Like, so 35 is like 42. Like, that's huge.
So, I mean, it's possible. And this was during the summer, you know? And so I say that on purpose to fire your guys' behinds up a little bit. I know that even just a fourth of that would probably be huge for your families. And you're sitting on it. Every single day you're sitting on that. And you maybe have one toe in with your business, and maybe you make one post. Maybe you talk to 3 people. Maybe you know, add a couple. You're doing some of it. Just a little bit more effort would be like this to this paycheck. And so please lock arms, use the stuff provided, hop on a power hour. There's a poll posted every single day if you forget what to do. And I'm ready. I really hope you guys are pumped up and excited about the retreat. I am. I'm super excited. Like, that one-on-one time will be huge. And I know that we'll make like lifelong memories with it, you know?
One thing I want to share quickly before one thing I've had people ask me is, okay, Tanis, like, when are you going ambassador? Honestly, my biggest goal right now is helping my team promote and make money. Because as much as I want to go ambassador, I have had great success. I know what it feels like, you know, and I'm super grateful and I'm blessed. I have worked my ass off to get there. But I also want you guys to know that I love seeing my team get there. I love having people message me and saying, thank you for not giving up on me. And I've had ups and downs with people, like, you know, on my team, or things have changed. And I have leaders on my team who are grateful I never gave up on them, or people who wanted to quit and now they're making insane income, right? Or people who have gone through tough times and, you know, they're making the decision now that they really need this. Maybe they're not happy at their job. Maybe they want to help their spouse take off the load, or maybe they're just sick of feeling sick and tired and they want to make themselves proud. Because I know that's also me. I'm very hard on myself. When my paycheck goes down, I get really, oh my gosh. My husband's like, Tanis, like, stop it. But I'm very hard on myself because that's just me. I'm very competitive. And my paycheck goes down if I'm not signing up people, if I'm not bringing in people, if I'm not, if I'm not focused. And July and June were off for me. Like, I wasn't feeling my best, had a baby, whatever, right? But I own that and I'm okay with that. If you're not okay with where you are, like a lot of you aren't, you guys own it and change what you're doing. Change it. If you need to talk to me every single day, honestly, I will help you. If you need to talk to Miranda, right? Yeah, see what Tammy's saying.
Questions about anything, you guys? Any questions about what we've said? We'll get the details out for you.
I like this Tammy. Tammy's really smart. I like her. I like her. But Tammy's on it. Thank you, guys. We don't want to keep you guys too long. I know it's been
yeah. Kate's got some hair going for you guys.
If anyone has any questions or anything, Thursday night Zoom is going to be really great. I don't know a lot of the leaders on it. Tomorrow night there is a party. You're amazing. You guys are great. But like, you guys, honestly, if you need to message me, if you're not even on my team and you want to message me, you can message me. You know, I haven't been myself. I'm still trying to get back to where I was. But one thing I always do, I always work my business. I always try and give it my all. Not even really for me, but for my team. I felt guilty when I went into the labor and I didn't have the schedule planned out and I hadn't made a post that day. It's like, Janice, what's wrong with you? So honestly, you guys, like, be that leader that you want on your team. Be that person that you want to go diamond with. Be that person that you need. Stop complaining that Sally isn't working or she's not on a Zoom or so you're not going to put, like, who cares? Like, so many of you guys do that. Like, why are you doing that, right? You need to be consistent. You need to sign up those people. Don't expect other people to do things for you when you're not doing it yourself, right? So that's the biggest thing. I don't expect people to do things for me. I've never had anything handed, you know. So Washington and Canada. All right, Heather. Okay. So thank you guys so much. Sorry this went a little overboard. If you need to talk to me or you need to message Miranda, you guys be loud in the chats, in the groups. We want you guys involved. We're going to be making this really exciting. And, you know, I want to get that Zoom going next week, Opportunity Zoom. You can invite people to it. It can be live. We can share it. I used to do those, you know, last year with my team. You know, we stopped doing them for some reason. I don't even know why. But I'm telling you guys, if you need my help with something, if you need Miranda or myself to talk to a potential, or if you need help with someone making a plan, like, honestly, ask us. You know, no one knows how bad you want something more than you. So I appreciate you guys. Thanks, Miranda, for this tonight. This was fun. Tomorrow's an online party. Just be involved, you guys, okay? We're excited to have everyone involved. Let's have an amazing August, September, rest of the year. I have big plans for the rest of the year, I know, for me, and I'm really trying to get back to working out, but I need to start learning how to walk first. It's so bad, you guys. I wish you could see me walk. Anyway, it's
one thing just to throw it in there, how hard you work for August will pay off for whatever they announce for Green Carpet.
I know, like, it's crazy, you guys.
So you might be feeling like, oh my gosh, I talked to 1,500 people this month, and it's kind of crazy. I didn't sign up how many people I wanted to, but all of those seeds got planted, and then boom, they're going to announce something. You can go back and go talk to them, right? But you got to put in that work this month.
Seeds, you guys, I'm telling you, that is how you're going to sign people. If I didn't plant some seeds with people, I would not have them on my team. I would not be where I am. You have to talk to people. Whether you message a ton of people, like how some people do, whether you focus on other way, whatever you're doing, you have to do it, because that is how you're going to have an explosive business. And if you're not doing those things, you're probably going to stay in the same place. Just being honest, okay? I'm telling you guys, you have to ask people. You have to talk to people. I'm getting really bold with people. I'm focusing, like, oh my gosh, I have so many plans I'm doing. I'm just excited. I'm tired, but I'm excited about what I want to do and what I'm going to do. And I'm going to focus on helping people on my team who have the same goals as me. You know, you can't help and focus on people who say that they want it and they're never around. You can't help those people. I've been there. I focused on people who didn't focus on themselves. So you guys, honestly, we're here for you. If any of you want to message me and you're not on my team, I'm happy. Miranda's always happy to help people out too. You can message her whenever, and just be involved, okay? And I'll share that story in the chat about Babies R Us. It's pretty funny.
Thank you guys for your time. I hope you guys are pumped up. Hope you were writing notes. Get those charts out. Figure out your numbers. I'm ready to rock and roll. So, love you all.
Bye, guys. Bye.